You're live.
Okay, good. Well, congratulations, Brandon. That's pretty funny. Oops. So, hi everybody. Kate, guess what day it is?
It's not hump day.
It's not Hump Day. I got the wrong shirt on. It is National Pie Day.
Ooh, I want
I
pie.
do too. I saw that and I'm like, wait a second, that sounds really good.
Razzleberry.
You know what Pie Day should be though?
What?
3/14, right? It should be March 14th. Yeah, and I don't know why it's not. So,
What's your favorite pie? Apple. You're so boring.
no, it's not apple.
It's not apple.
Cherry.
Cherry.
Cherry pie is the best.
You know, you would have to look over every inch of England to find a cherry pie there because you wouldn't find one.
Yeah, that's my favorite. So I do like pie though. Yeah, I don't like pecan. That's the one pie I don't like. Uh-oh, did I mess up? Mm-hmm. Gosh darn it, I was in a hurry. I forgot to do that. Did we disconnect? Can you guys hear me? I hope.
I think we're good.
Are we all right?
Hope so.
Give a thumbs up, somebody, and let us know if you
Give a thumbs up. Oh, I'm like, we can't see them. Let's see. Anne Hansen's on. Anne, let us know if you can hear
because
us.
Sometimes when I get a call in the middle of live, it like shuts the sound
It was
off.
actually a text message. We're
was
getting thumbs up, so we must be
Yay,
good.
That's good. All right, that's a good sign. Well, welcome everybody. And
Cherry is Birdie's favorite too.
Is it really? Good job, Birdie. I love that. Yep.
I like the Marie Callender razzleberry pie, the free. Oh yeah. Oh,
That's really hard. It makes your like lips pucker.
that's your cheeks, not your lips. Okay. Do we need a lesson on the body parts?
Well, welcome. Today, Kate is going to be doing Bloom and Grow. She's got the Bloom and Grow quilt on the serger. Again, one of my favorite projects that you're doing. I think it's so cool. And so we're gonna do another block on that, right?
We're doing a
Like
lot of
section
blocks
all the
today.
way, yeah, like a
Yeah,
large
it's
section.
probably the biggest section to do.
Oh, is it really? Oh, good deal. So just a couple of quick announcements. We'll get those out of the way so we can get to sewing. Again, keep in mind, on Saturday, it is our customer appreciation party. We are going to be here all day on Saturday, 10 to 4 at both locations. We'll have lots of goodies for you, lots of fun stuff.
Will we have cherry pie?
Yeah, I'm going to have to get a cherry pie. That would be awesome. We will have cake, I know that. So we'll have cake, we'll have a nice meat and cheese platter.
Remind me to talk to you about the cake after live,
Okay, good.
because I was looking into ordering that this morning.
You know, I don't have a Sam's Club membership anymore.
But
and
I
Sam's
do.
Club has the best
I do.
cakes. Do you? Okay, you're going to get the cake then?
I didn't say that.
That's all right. So, again, join us.
Lucidel only likes two kinds of pie, hot and cold. That sounds like something that would come out of Patrick's mouth.
That's right. That's awesome. So again, we will have everything on sale, up to 70% off on machines. We've got our fabric on sale at $9.99 a yard. We have buy two get one free on stabilizers. So again, lots of really cool specials in the store. And come in and see us and have a little snack and a piece of cake. And again, we'd love to see all of you on Saturday. What else?
We got a giveaway.
We do have a giveaway. Oh, a couple of quick things.
So on the buy two get one free, that would be like the Floriani stabilizers, and as long as it's a stabilizer, it doesn't have to be all the same stabilizer. You'll just get the least expensive one as your free one.
There you go. And by the way, for you 990 owners, any 990 owners out there, there is an update for your machine
is there?
out there. Yes. So again, there is an update available on the Bernina website. Again, it is now ready to roll. They've got a couple of nice update features. I'm not sure what they are. I haven't read about it, but I think it's fixing a couple bugs in there too. So make sure you go up there and get the latest edition. for Radiance owners, that update that was due to come out today is postponed a little bit. I did hear we don't really have an ETA. They are in testing on the current update, so they're actually doing some testing on it to make sure that it covers some of those bugs that we're having in the initial update. So again, it's not quite ready, but as soon as it is, we will let you know, and we'll get you on that Zoom call, and we'll get you all updated. So,
okay.
We do have. Is this it? Mm-hmm. Oh, really? This is a really nice giveaway. Wow. This is beautiful. How fun! Just
Oh, it matches your shirt.
It does match the shirt, doesn't it? Yeah. This is perfect. So this is going to Brandon Chase. Yay, Brandon.
Yay.
Congratulations. We will have that in the hold area for you. You come to both stores, so I'm not sure where you want to pick it up at, but again, Brandon, we'll have this cute little wall hanging for you, so you can decorate your house with it before it gets...
So do you want to hear something really funny?
What?
This morning we had a customer come in looking for a Kimberbell item that we had on display. And we find out that the Kimberbell item is no longer available, and it actually even wasn't on their download, customers could download it. So I said, okay, well, we need to pull that sample down off the wall. And I said, we will see if we can sell it today on live with everybody.
Should I just give it away?
No. And Paula says, well, how much are you going to ask for that? And I said, $25. And she said, sold. Do I get my employee discount too?
Oh. So Paula got a Kimberbell sample?
Yes, she did.
Good deal. That's awesome.
Yep.
All right.
You ready?
I am ready.
We got lots to do.
Okay, we better get going.
Okay. Do you want to pull up that other chair, Patrick?
Yeah.
Okay, so Bloom and Grow Quilt. Remember, you can do variations if you're following along on a regular sewing machine. This is written for the Bernina serger, but obviously it can be done on any serger too. So we are actually on lesson
towards the end of the book.
6, which is this unit right up here.
Wow.
Paula is very smart. She got a steal of a deal. Okay, I'm going to let Patrick take over the phone. So this is the unit that we're going to work on here. And let's take a look at what we need to do. Remember, all of your fabrics are coded with letters. So for this particular block or section, we need to get our D, H, J, O, and Q fabrics out.
Wow.
And out of each of those packages, we need to take 3 strips that are 2 1/4 inches wide, 3 strips that are 1 3/4 inches wide, and 3 strips that are 1 1/2 inches wide.
That looks fun.
We also need our P fabric, which is 3 squares that are 10 by 10. And when we go to the cutting table, we will be cutting these squares on one diagonal to give us 6 triangles. So we will end up with 6 triangles that look just like this out of our P fabric. Okay, so how are we set up? We are set up for a 3-thread narrow. And we are using regular thread in our right needle. And then we are using our 12 weight thread, and we've got 2 different colors. We've got a light teal and a dark teal. If you are using the thread kit that came, that was available for this. And it doesn't matter which one you put in the upper or which one you put in the lower, but you'll put one in the upper and one in the lower. And the one thing that we do change is that we do change our stitch width to 8 millimeters. And what we are going to do is we are going to randomly...
You love that random stuff.
Yes, I'm not a scrappy quilter.
No, exactly. She's just all messy here. This has got to be driving you crazy.
So what we are going to do is we are going to take 2 strips, any 2 fabrics, just 2 different fabrics. So we're going to take this one, and we're going to take this one. And we are going to place these wrong sides together.
No way.
Wrong
Oh, wow.
sides
Mind
together.
blown.
And we are going to, do you want to?
And you're just doing a 3-thread wide, right? Or 3-thread narrow?
3-thread narrow.
Oh, 3-thread narrow.
And I have my little fabric guide on here that is set so it will give me a 1/4 of an inch seam.
Oh, I see
And
why.
all I want to do is to cut off fuzzes. That's all I want to do is just these little fuzzes, okay? And I do have my nice support table on here.
Linda has a question for you.
Uh-huh.
Any news on the anniversary front?
Which Linda is this?
Linda Coberly,
Coberly.
who has to book a ticket from Hawaii. Not quite yet, Linda.
Not yet.
We will get back to you, though.
We will make sure we let you know.
Yes, exactly. Yeah, we
Okay.
haven't really thought about that.
So I am piecing these together with my decorative thread on the right side of my fabric.
So remember, again, we're sewing on the L890. This is an L890 project, but you can use any serger that you have. Do you do some cover stitch on this quilt?
We have done.
You have done some cover stitch? Okay. Yeah, you are really right up against the knife there, aren't you?
Yeah.
How cool. This quilt is beautiful, by the way. It's and it's so fun to quilt
Okay.
on your serger.
So when I open this out, I'm going to have something like this, and then it's going to be my choice.
It's like a pin tuck, huh?
Do I want to press it this way, or do I want to press it this way?
Cool.
That's going to be my choice.
Okay.
So I'm going to take another 2 fabrics, and I'm going to do the same.
And they're all cut to 1.5 inches?
No. Do you pay attention?
Maybe.
Remember the very, very beginning.
Oh, yeah.
Some
Never
of them were
mind.
2 1/4.
2 1/4.
Some of them are 1 3/4, and some of them are 1 1/2.
Does it matter if you put 2 1.5 inches together? Oh, never mind. You want 2 different ones.
No, you can put any strip, any width together.
Okay.
There's no right or wrong. So,
Oh, yeah. Linda says she loves that thread guide, the fabric guide.
me too.
Any suggestions for evolution owners for a thread guide, for a fabric guide, to make that 1/4 inch seam? They have a fabric guide, but it doesn't fit on the. It fits
Yeah,
on
but
the
I'm-
Triumph, doesn't it?
No, there was one for the Evolution too. But, no, for the Evolution it wouldn't. I actually do think if you have that new table, you know the new table that they came out with that allows you to do overlock, and so you would be able to have the knife up and use the fabric guide.
Not on the Evolution.
But that's what I just said, not on
Oh,
the
I
Evolution.
see. Okay,
yeah.
okay, yeah.
Okay, so I have done a lot of this ahead of time because, as you can imagine, there is actually 45 different strips of fabric.
Oh,
And
wow.
to sit here and do this for 45 different strips of fabric. So you will do a lot of different ones. You would do a lot of these. I'm only doing 2. But then what you would do is you are then going to stitch some of these right sides together. And if we stitch it right sides together, so I've got right side of this strip set and right side of this strip set. And then if I stitch this, I'm going to get a traditional seam in here without my serge stitching.
Oh, cool.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, you don't have to do one showing, one not, one showing. You could do 2 or 3 that aren't showing right here. Okay. So if you take them up nice and close to this photo, Patrick, they can see where hopefully they can see by the blue stitching. The blue stitching is showing where the decorative stitch is. But like here, they've got 1, 2, 3, 4 different strip sets stitched together without the decorative stitching showing.
That's kind of cool.
Pardon?
Did you get a hold of Debbie? Do you want me to call her?
Yeah, I asked Amanda to talk to you about it. Sorry. It's okay. But I am going to give you some advice here. On the instructions, it tells you to place some of the strip sets right side together, some of them wrong sides together, and that's how you'll get your different, whether the stitches show or don't show. My recommendation is to do all the ones that show first, and then I personally would recommend that you go in, can you show them up here, Patrick? Go in and take these threads off and put regular threads on. Because when you are doing a regular seam here, we basically are wasting all of
you
this.
are. That's a good point. That's a very good advice.
And my decorative threads are getting pretty slim here.
Can you make this on a regular sewing machine? Not really. The stitches are way too, I mean, you could, but it wouldn't give you the same look, right?
You wouldn't be able to get this look, but you could do like a zigzag stitch over it, maybe.
And some decorative stitching and
Decorative
stuff.
stitching. I was also thinking if you are a baby log owner, you could actually, and you have the new applaud.
Oh yeah, that'd be fun.
You could actually do the applaud stitch over this
exactly.
seam.
Yeah, that'd be really fun. And you're welcome, Sherry. I'm glad it's working well for you. She said her 10 needle works great.
Good. So the seams where the stitching don't show, I would strongly encourage you to change your threads out and to put your regular threads on there.
Yeah, the 12 weight thread tends to be a little more expensive. And if you're not going to see it, you might as well change it out. Hi, Elaine. It's nice to see you on here.
Our Elaine or somebody else's?
No, Elaine Bender.
Oh. Hi, Miss Elaine. Okay, I've got another little strip set here that I'm going to add to this. No, I'm not.
See, I'd be all confused.
That's my... Okay.
Is that your mistake one?
Well, I sewed a right side to a wrong side. Yes, it's my mistake one. I've had a bad sewing day today, okay?
Welcome to my world.
A really bad
That's
sewing
good.
day today.
That makes me happy.
Okay.
Oh, no, it doesn't. That makes me sad.
Did you really just say that makes you happy?
Well, just to know that... never mind. I'm stopping talking now.
I would recommend that. Okay, so I'm going to do one more set on here.
That would add a new wrinkle, though. If you sew right sides together or wrong sides together and then just like... then you have no idea what you're going to get. I do like the project. I love sergers. I think sergers are very fun.
It's nice to do some creative work on the serger.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, and then can I reach over here?
Sure.
And then this is actually the work I did ahead of time this morning.
Oh, you were busy.
Okay.
Wow, look at that. How fun.
When you look at that, there is no rhyme or reason. Here I have 3 rows and then a decorative. And then I have 2 rows and decorative either side. It really does not matter.
Sherry, the wave stitch would be a fabulous idea on this, by the way. Yes, you could do that. Yeah. That would give you a really cool look on it, too.
Okay, so I'm going to add what I've just created to my set that I've already made. And you keep adding these together until you get a strip set that is about 40 inches long.
It's humongous, yeah. It's a big strip set. And then you're gonna chop it all up.
You know what? My thread is just, I'm not okay with my thread. So I am going to take this off really quick.
Oh, you know what?
And put my white on.
It's very fun because we can show them how it threads. Yes. So this Serger, I thought Baby Lock's threading system was awesome. Bernina's is like the best. Their air threading system on this Serger is so cool.
Oh, uh-oh. And so what I'm going to do is pull my looper threads out.
Watch the magic.
Okay, so what we do is we take this right here, around to here, we tap on our foot control, and we're going to watch right here, and it's going to lock those loopers in place. And then we are going to take our lower looper thread down through the tension. And all we're going to do, you really don't have to put it into the hole. All you do is let it hover right over the hole, and it will pull that thread all the way through, and it's threaded right here.
It's the best. It's so cool.
And now we're going to
just sucks it right out of your hand.
With the upper looper.
Woohoo. Yeah, Christine said she did it over the weekend, this part over the weekend.
And then we're going to close this back up again.
And she said random strips are her thing. She likes them.
Okay, so I wasted a lot of my thread because mine was all put together this morning with that decorative thread. But when we look at the back of this strip set, that's all wasted thread, and it's all decorative thread.
Yeah, you're right.
So go ahead and change that out.
Well, it made you just do it now.
Because I was looking at how close I'm getting right there to my thread.
Oh, I see. So the first part you want the decorative thread, the second part you're going to put the regular white thread in there.
Yes.
Sherry, this is a project specifically for your 890. So it is called the Bloom Grow Quilt, and it is a super cool quilt. I'm going to see if I can show you a picture of it. This is like part 6, and this is what it's going to look like when it's finished. So today, Kate is actually doing this top section here, and we have done, again, lots of the quilt already. So we've done this part, we've done...
Which part have we done?
This one.
We have not done that.
No, we haven't. That's the one part that we haven't done yet. But but I know we've done this one.
We've done everything else.
Oh, see, I couldn't get it wrong.
We are doing this part today, and we're also doing this little block down here.
Oh, cool.
So the next session will be this one, and that will be our last one.
Ah, good deal. And again, that whole thing is done on a serger, so very, very fun.
Okay. And we are going to have to do a little bit of traveling. Are you ready?
I am ready.
Okay, we're going to go over to the iron.
Oh, iron first?
Iron first.
Meet you there.
And this is all pressed except for my last little bit that I've just done, okay? So, how's the weather outside?
I know, we forgot to turn the iron on, sorry. Got to let that sucker heat up a little bit. It's getting there. I don't know if anybody ever gets to sew that fast, Sherry.
This took me a couple of hours this morning to get this done.
To get
So-
the strips.
Yes, it's a lot of work.
It's just it's kind of mindless sewing though, isn't it? I mean, you're just putting...
Oh yeah, it's mindless. Don't worry about it.
Didn't mean it like that, but... Bad choice of words.
And you really
So how many sections are you going to cut this into?
a lot. This is going to take a little while to get a good press on this, so make sure that you spend the time pressing. Okay, let's go over to the cutting table. We need lots of stuff.
Lots of stuff? Oh, should I not have done that?
It's okay. I'll re-find my page, don't worry about it. You ready?
That's right, Christine. Chop it up. Who was it that we had in who was famous for that technique? That was
So the first thing I am going to do is I am going to take those 3 10-inch squares that were my pea fabric, and I am going to cut across one diagonal, and we're going to set these aside. We've now got 6 of these triangles.
perfect.
Okay, so we need to make sure, and I'm hoping mine is big enough, you need to make sure that this strip set that is width of fabric
Uh-oh, not going to make it.
measures 40 inches.
You're at 39. Is that going to be enough?
I think we're going to be okay. But you'll want to keep adding these strip sets until you reach 40 inches. We're just going to pretend it's 40. Okay.
Good.
And you're going to need a nice, big, clean cutting table for this. The next thing you are going to do is you are going to take a piece of template plastic and you are going to cut a 10-inch square, and out of that 10-inch square on your template plastic, you are going to cut it across the diagonal, and that will give you your triangle. I'm just going to double check my math here. So I've got 10 inches and I've cut it across the diagonal. Now we need to cut 6 triangles, and the long edge needs to sit parallel to a seam or to the outer edge.
Okay. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Rosie. Funerals
So
are never fun.
can they see how this
Oh, yeah,
is
yeah, look at
sitting
that.
parallel to the edge?
Except it's see-through, but yes, they can see it. Good.
Okay. Now, you could just cut this. I'm a little bit hesitant to cut in until I know that everything is good. So I'm actually going to use a marking pen. Maybe.
Sherry, want to know what is the reason for really good pressing?
Because we
You need it to lie flat.
we're gonna cut blocks out of this, and we need it to be flat.
I see.
Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put my ruler up to this template, and I'm going to draw this line.
You can do the same thing on that side.
Yep.
And your goal here
And
is
I'm-
what?
6 of these. I am just being overcautious
Because you're an inch short.
because I am an inch short, but because I don't want to make a mistake on here, and I want to make sure that we're going to get our triangles. And then we are going to come down and we're going to do the next triangle.
And should you be able to get all 6 on the one edge?
No.
No.
Nope. I will show you here. Okay, so that's 2 there. We want 2 on the opposite side, right over here.
Template plastic's pretty handy, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
It's tough to see that on that black fabric.
Mm-hmm.
You'll be all right with that? It's just the tip.
Okay. Now,
You need one more.
we actually need 3 more.
That's true. Rut row. Good job.
Quite honestly, I just want to make sure, because I haven't made this. Once I've done this one time, I will tell you that you're probably good just to cut this and not have to mark all of this. I just want to make sure that we're going to be good before I put the rotary cutter to the fabric. Okay, so that's 2.
That's 4.
That's 4.
Yeah,
Okay.
one on each, 2 on each side, right?
Next, you need an 8.5-inch square ruler. And now we want to position our 8.5-inch ruler. Now here's my line. Can they see that line right
Yes, they
here?
can.
Okay. So I want to make sure that that line is not going to interfere with my triangle. But the big thing you're watching for is the corner to corner is on a seam line.
Oh, really? Oh, wow.
Right. You described to me what sounds like to you.
And how many of those do you need?
One moment and I'll tell you.
I did, well, and they both have.
Boy, you're close.
That's why I was trying to get it from you.
We need 6 squares.
And will you do the same section for all 6, or?
Okay, so I think we're going to be fine. I'm going to transfer over to cutting, okay?
What made you say that we're going to be fine? Out of
Because I was
curiosity.
looking, I was visualizing where the next ones are going to be.
Oh, I see.
So I am going to come
And your
in
little
here.
computer brain just like figured that all out.
Yep.
Good job. Stop.
Okay, so 1. And I'm going to cut this square out.
Does it happen while you're in the middle of sewing, or at the beginning, or stop?
What was that movie with the princess when she took all the draperies down and like cut shapes out of them to make? Do you remember that movie?
Sound of Music?
No, it was
Didn't the Sound of Music
it
do
had
that?
it had Amy Adams in it, and she was like a princess who came.
Oh, I know who you're talking about.
Yeah,
Oh my gosh.
Yeah,
that's what this reminds me of. Sorry.
Okay, wait. Are we talking about algae quilt or like a mat to cut on with a rotary cutter?
It was Giselle. That's right. Oh, that was it. It was Enchanted.
Okay, so there's 2.
Good job, Wanda. You win the prize. Ding, 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 ding.
Now let's take a look. Can we get a square in there?
Look at that.
See?
Oh yeah, you got to do but you got to be in the seam line. Oh, you got it.
Green on one side and gray on the other.
This is so random.
Yes, they will. Okay.
So now we've got 2 and 2.
They must have done this in Sound of Music too.
That's what I said to you, Sound of Music.
Yeah, exactly. I didn't know that.
It's one of my favorites. Okay, I'm going to come over here and I'm going to cut these 2 triangles out over here.
I want to know, because Pam Mashi wrote this pattern, right?
Along with Amanda Murphy.
Oh, okay. They must have had fun doing this.
Okay, so we've got 4 triangles and we need 6 and we need 6 squares.
That's a great name, by the way. She even knew who it was who cut out the draperies. Amelia Befilia.
Oh, really?
Did you know that?
No.
No. Paula knew. So it can be on the stitch line of the...
Yep, it just needs to be parallel.
Helps when you're ambidextrous, everybody.
Okay, how many squares do I have?
You got 3 and 3. 3 and 4.
3 and 4. So when you're cutting, you need to be careful because you want to make sure that you're saving as much fabric as you possibly can. We have all of this, okay? So you've got plenty. I'm just trying to maybe save some so I can use it for something else.
Gail wants to know if she can borrow our table.
Yeah, of course you can.
Yeah, we'd love to see ya.
I'm going to do a triangle right here. Now my template plastic is not very heavy duty. So I'm putting the ruler on top.
How do you know when to stop?
Pardon?
How do you know when to stop? That's a cute little U-turn. Good job. Oh, and you wanted to butt it up right against the seam. I get it.
Yeah, whoops.
You're on our 18-inch line. You can tell what fabric quantities we cut a lot of, a half yard and a yard.
Okay, so I need one more triangle. Is that correct, Patrick?
That,
I'm letting Patrick do my calculations for me here. This could be scary.
that is correct, Kate.
Great. Okay, let's put this all the way up there.
And you're putting the straight line on
On one
On
of the
any
left
seam.
seam.
It's hard to see that plastic.
Yeah, it is.
They're set.
Sure is. Okay,
Good
so
job.
that's my
That's
triangles.
6. Yep.
Now we are down
We need
to
3 more
squares.
squares.
Okay. Looks like I've got an area right here for a good square, right?
You need to make sure that's in the seam line.
You know what? Let me read something really quick. Yeah, it does say the seam lines need to be on the corners. I wasn't
Aren't
sure
you
whether.
glad I told you?
Yeah, I don't know
Aren't you
what.
glad I'm a cameraman?
I don't know what I would have done without you.
Oh, I thought you were going to cut that other way. I was going to.
Whoops.
Uh-oh. They said we're frozen. We got 2 more. What you going to do with the rest of it?
I don't know. We had plenty though.
Yeah, we do. Hi there, Sandra. Glad that you went by the store. Hopefully they had your goodie prize there.
Just one more, right?
Just one more. Sorry, Linda, it was frozen because you're in Buffalo. Everything's frozen there.
Oh my gosh. Is that your joke?
That was my joke.
I could see your face when you said that. That was the best part.
Okay. So we have 6 8.5-inch squares and 6 triangles.
Well, that's no good. I'll find it for you, Sandra. I know it's...
And then 6
Today's transfer.
Oh, is it? Okay.
triangles from here. Okay. Ready?
Yep.
Let's go.
All right, good deal. Are we ready to sew?
Yes, we are ready to sew. No, we're not done. Okay. This one's going to take a little bit longer. Next, what we're going to do is we are going to piece one of the triangles to one of the pieced triangles to the
Other triangle.
fabric triangle, right sides together.
Right sides together?
Right sides together.
And no cutting.
Correct.
And you're just using still the 3-thread narrow.
I am. So it doesn't actually tell me to change stitch until the next segment, but we're going to talk about that a little bit.
You're on the bias here. Does that make it difficult on a serger?
You just want to make sure you're not pulling it too much.
Do you notice how I picked up on that? Pretty impressive, huh? Oh, you're going to do that on all 6 of them?
Thank you for that. So that's what you end up getting. And we are going to do that for all 6, Patrick.
Good job.
And because of how this was done, I really couldn't get any of this part done ahead of time. So hopefully you're okay with us going over a little bit. Hey, Matt. Do you want to come do the manager special?
Specials? Special.
Um,
I only know about a special.
there's 2 specials, but I only see 1. Do you want to do the manager special with Matt?
I will do the manager special with Matt.
I'm going to
this the other one?
continue till...
Is this the other one?
Yes.
Okay.
There's Matt with the manager special. What's it for?
So this is the Solaris extension table. So we got a used one here from a traded in machine. They are usually $329, and we are doing it for $125.
Can you show them a little bit of
$125
this
for
color?
that extension table. It is...
So
Right at the front there, I want to make sure.
Oh, yeah. So it does have a
tiny
little bit of a
damage,
mark.
but yeah, it's more of just a mark. It's not like indented at all or anything. So
Perfect. So 125 for a Solaris. It'll fit the Luminaire and the Solaris. And
over 50% off.
yeah, that's right. That's a very good deal. Can't beat that at all.
We got that, and then we gotta open this.
No, you don't need to. Do we need to?
I'm getting
We
two
should
different
probably.
things here.
What?
This one is local pickup only.
Yeah, we can only do this for local pickup only. If anybody wants a carrying case for their Solaris, Debbie, it will not fit the Destiny. It's a little bit too big for the Destiny, unfortunately. So it is a Solaris table, or the Luminaire once again. This will fit the Destiny, though, if you don't mind Solaris written on the side of it.
It does have the embroidery unit piece. This trolley is usually $599, and
Do you want that,
Yes.
Julie? I take it. That's good, Julie. You got it.
we will have this one at $250.
250, and it's never been used, never been opened,
just
never
opened
nothing.
it.
It's a
It
perfect.
does have little pockets that Velcro to the inside. You got the little metal frame at the bottom here to hold the sides up and everything. And you have little storage
It's
pockets
a great,
on the inside,
great carrying case, by
as
the
well
way.
as the outside. And
How much did you say we're selling that for?
$250.
250. Wow, that's 50% off.
So once you have the frame in there, you lay this on top of it, and it will actually strap down into place, and you can wheel it around.
Perfect.
So I'll get it built so it's ready to go, and then you guys can let me know what store needs it.
You know, Sandra, most of the time the Solaris did not come with an extension table unless we had a special promotion with it, but most of the time it did not. That was an accessory you had to purchase with those. So again, the $250 on the wheeled trolley. Again, it has really, really nice wheels on it. And I think Julie Vesey is the one who asked for the extension table, so she got that.
Okay. I'll write it down.
Perfect.
Julie Vesey on the table, and then just let me know if anybody wants the trolley. I'm gonna
You got
get
it.
built.
And now we are pressing these. And then we are going to take these to the cutting table and we will trim these down. Lots of work on today's one.
Yeah, a little bit, huh? That's good. That's true, but Patty, she pointed out that that's trolley, the purple trolley only came with the first bunch of Solarises. They didn't have the purple one afterwards.
You're right, it was like a limited thing.
It was a limited edition.
And I can't believe it was never used.
That's because we're doing everything Zoom.
Okay, we're going to take these to the cutting table and we're going to square these to an 8.5 inch square.
And then I bet you're going to sew them to the other squares.
Wow, you're becoming a quilter or something.
But no, because that doesn't make sense. Those are only 6-inch squares.
Guess you're going to have to wait and see. Okay, and then when we do this, we are making sure that I'm actually going to use the rotating mat on this. We're making sure that the 45-degree line is going right down the center of where the triangle, where the two triangles meet. We've got one. How did we ever do this without a rotating mat?
Yeah, that's for sure, huh? Yes, we did get our iron fix, Sherry. We did find out the trick behind that, by the way. If you have that Laura Star iron ink system, we were leaving ours on
Over the weekend.
way too long, yeah. And it burned up our boiler. So you want to make sure that even if you have the override on, that you need to turn it off.
Well, no, we turned our
Occasionally.
override off.
We did turn our override off. That's what I mean. If you have the override you still need to turn your iron off every once in a while. That's a lesson learned.
What if you're pulling all-nighter sewing?
That's right. That's a good point. Not to mention a fire hazard, but
Now, I will tell you, this is the next part where the instructions tell us to go to a chain stitch for piecing. In my opinion, we've already pieced using the 3-thread narrow, and we already have it set up for our 4-thread. So I am not going to change over to a chain stitch. I'm going to leave it on my 3-thread narrow.
and no, Sherry, I'm going to keep Mike as far away from my irons as possible.
Okay, let's go sit back down. Now we are going to take a pieced square. So now we have pieced squares, and then we have a half pieced square, right?
Yep.
So we're going to take a pieced square next to another pieced square, and we want it to go into like a chevron piece like this, okay?
Cool. Yep.
So I'm going to put these two right sides together, and I'm going to stitch down this seam right here. And there is no matching of seams, because remember those
We like that.
strips are all different widths.
And once again, no cutting on this, right?
No. And we're stitching right sides together. So when I open this up, I'm going to
Oh, yeah,
have
look
this.
at that. How fun.
And next, this is going to go to another square that is all pieced. And this time, I want it to come in the chevron. And I'm auditioning my fabrics to see where I like them.
You like that way?
I do.
All right.
If you guys end up wanting to show this at the end, I have it built and the thing strapped to the top now.
Okay, cool.
Okay, so that's 3. So it's going zig, zag, zig. And then we need one more to go zag.
That's good.
So it's not going this way. We need it to go this way. Okay?
You know, this has a whole new element to quilting, by the way. When you sew something together and then cut it apart and then sew it back together, I think it's kind of fun. That hasn't been around very long, has it? That style?
Quilting?
What? Where you
Quilting?
cut things apart and put them back together?
Been around for millions of years.
Oh, has it?
Okay.
That's not very long.
So that is our top row.
Perfect.
Next, we're going to do the second row, and the second row consists of our half-pieced ones.
Did you by chance get a second name on these?
We did. Matt found another one. So I think we got a second name on that. So we will make sure. I think it was Sherry Pickerel is who I saw.
Sherry Pickerel?
Uh-huh.
Can we ship this? I don't know if I have a box.
Okay, so this one is going to go with the triangle this way. We're going to do a second one with the triangle coming this way. But this is the sister of that one, and I want a different one. I don't want them to be the same.
All right, Sherry, we got that for you.
So we're going to go this way, right sides together. Now, the instructions did tell you at this point to change to the chain stitch. I have not changed to the chain stitch.
It really doesn't matter though, does it?
I don't think so. I don't know why. I mean, we were already piecing with the 1/4 of an inch, so it may just be that it's another technique to show you. Okay, so the next one is going to go back up this way.
Sandra said, look again, Matt. I know there's one with my name on it too. Sandra Coleman wanted one too.
And then the last one is going to come down this way. Okay.
Look at that. Just like it's supposed to be.
Okay, so we have one row. The top row is going to look like this, and the second row is going to look like this.
Cool.
Okay.
That's very fun, the way this is coming together.
But before I do those, so that was a set of 4. Now we're going to do a set of 2. So we want this one and this one together.
It's called quilt art, what I was just told.
And the second row for this one is our last 2 blocks. And we're going to have it so that the solid triangles go up in a peak. And we're going to stitch those 2 together. Okay. So what we're going to have, and I'm not going to keep you on to do this because I am going to take the time to press these. So one row will be pressed to the left, one row will be pressed to the right.
No, look at that. How
And-
cool that looks.
Isn't that cool?
Yeah, this is really awesome.
And then the little 4-piece unit is the same thing. So the 4-piece unit will be 2 and 2. And again, we will rotate those seam allowances. One will go to the left and one will go to the right. So you'll end up with one set of 8 blocks that look just like this, and one set of 4 blocks that look just like this.
How fun.
But we're not quite finished. Also, in section 6, this is the easiest block that there is. We have a piece of fabric that is 14.5 by 11.5, and we have a little piece right here. This is going to go on to this side. Using your 1/4 inch, and it does tell you to go back to
The
your
3-thread.
3-thread overlock. That's why I left mine on there.
Very, very cool.
And that's the easiest.
Yes, I could have done that one. Good job.
Okay.
That was
so
very fun.
That is, and I've still got a little bit of work to get finished up there, but that is lesson 6 out of the Bloom and Grow.
Yay.
So thank you for joining us all today. We appreciate it.
Thank you, everybody. And you guys all have a fabulous day. Remember, tomorrow is our comment sold sale. So we will be here at 2 o'clock tomorrow with a little sale going on for some really nice goodies. We got a whole room back there full of goodies. So,
Yes, we
yep.
do.
All right.
Close out stuff. Oh, you know what we didn't show? Can
What?
we show it really quick?
Sure. Oh, wow. Look at that.
It is adorable.
I guess. What is that?
Cindy just got this finished up. This is the brand new bench pillow from Kimberbell.
Look at how cute.
It is
They just
called
do such a great job. Look at this.
Hopping Down the bunny trail.
It's got this fringe, flowers on this tree.
Isn't that
Got
amazing?
vinyl. Yeah, this is adorable.
We do have this all up on our website today for you. So there is obviously the CD, there is a fabric kit, there is an embellishment kit, and there is a thread kit available.
We'll show this again tomorrow because it's very, very, very
It is really pretty.
cool. Yes. All right, everybody. So
Thanks,
again, we
everybody.
will see you tomorrow. It is again 2 o'clock, and we will do our comment sold sale. So we'll see you then.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.